Well, here we are again today, and we've got an Invicta online live show with some really cool watches at some really good prices. Looking at what we're offering these at today, just in case you're wondering what the discounts are, we're talking 67% up to 86%. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our very first one. This is from Star Wars, so all of you Star Wars fans, just a little heads up, if you want the Stormtrooper, I think we might have like 3 or 4 left, and then we're sold out. So going to give you a little look-see at both of them. We'll go in as close as we can, and then I'm going to focus pretty much the rest of the conversation, be it just a couple of minutes, on R2-D2, because we have a little bit more of R2-D2 there. But there's your Stormtrooper down at the 6 of the clock. You see the Stormtrooper helmet and some really cool complications right there on the chronograph watch. It has a black IP plating on the Stormtrooper, and there you have it. So if you want to grab one, we have it today for you. It's 72% off. It was $379, and today a mere $104.99. So split 6 ways. Either one of these come home to your house or to that of a loved one. Just give us the address and let us know it's a gift, and we can send it to them. And your payment today is only $17.50. So let's get into a little bit of a tour on this one right here. I'll keep this one handy so you can always keep your eye on it if that's your favorite. But here we have R2-D2. This is everybody's favorite little droid. He appeared in about 9 out of the 10 Star Wars movies, and he's a friend to everybody on the bright side. Let's put it that way. So this one comes to you in a stainless steel case, back and bezel, and we have a quartz movement on the inside of these timepieces. So it's battery operated, very, very accurate. Don't have to replace the batteries that often at all, but in between, you're going to have really nice, accurate time. The size of the cases on these is 52 millimeters, and the thickness is about 19 millimeters. It's got a flame fusion crystal. I like that Invicta right there on the side profile. Again, very Invicta. You'll see it on a lot of the timepieces. So, you know, people can see it straight on from the side, but they know you've got our #1 brand on your wrist. Now, flame fusion crystal, so it's nice and durable, prevents scratching. And then, of course, the complications, it is a chronograph, so you have a 24-hour complication at the 3 o'clock. When you go down at the 6 o'clock, you have your perpetual seconds complication, and then at the 9, you have your 60-minute clock. So don't have to use them. They just, I think, make the watch look all the more robust and all the more expensive. Your bracelet on this one is 9 inches, and it's a 26 millimeter width at its widest point. And then, of course, you can take links out if you like, so that if it's for somebody else, you don't have to know their wrist size. We talk about taking out links, do it evenly, 1 link from this side, 1 link from that side, so that way you don't have the clasp appearing anywhere weird on the back of your wrist. And then, of course, you have these micro adjustments. So if a full link is too much, you can always micro adjust it there, and it has the classic fold over diver's clasp on it. So very easy on, very easy off. Again, the watches have different markings and different complication dials, and they also have, of course, a very different color scheme. But again, R2-D2, clearance price $104. This was originally supposed to be on clearance for $124, but today the price came down to this at 72% off. So good luck in dialing, everybody, and you can always go to our website, typing in Shop HQ, whatever's live on air will be right there on your screen, and you can click what remains of the R2-D2 or the Stormtrooper. Don't know if we'll have any of those left when you get there, but good luck when you do write in or call in. So that's our first. We have 4 timepieces for you today, and we're going to end up with a big diamond presentation on our final watch. So if diamonds are your thing, stay with us all the way through. But we also have photos and close-up photos and things like that. So when you have the item number, and it's always right there on your screen, you can then go to your computer, your iPad, your tablet, your phone, not only to order, but also to look at these photos. You tap on them, they enlarge, and then you get to see some detail that you wouldn't otherwise see until you get it home. So just want to say hello to everybody. Vivian, I'm sorry we don't have clothes today. We're just with the watches, but we will have clothes coming up soon. Let's see, can there ever be enough watches? Raymond? Don't know the answer to that question. That is the question, isn't it? What happened to Evine? Nothing. We just changed our name. So thank you for that, Marge G. Same people. Hopefully you liked all of us before. Hopefully you'll like us even more now. Gary, I have that watch. It's great. Thank you for that. Muy bonito, Robert says. I think all of these timepieces are beautiful. But again, go for your favorites whenever you see them on air. Now, Kermit. Kermit the Frog. Yeah. Probably everybody's favorite amphibian. And what we have from Invicta is a limited edition, 5,000 pieces only in the world. At a sale price, I don't know that we've ever had this low before. We have it for you in a beautiful gold tone case. You've got a black dial, black rotating bezel, and then of course you've got Kermit right there with all those really cool Kermit green hour markers and detailing on the bezel. Looking down, it's an automatic watch, so what does that mean? It stays wound while you are wearing it. I know it's a little bit hard to see. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll open up the back. There you go. Thank you for that little pause. There's a rotator on the back, and you have a view-through glass window, and you can see when this rotates around and around as you wear it, that's what keeps the watch wound. Now, if you're not going to be wearing this watch often, or if you put it down, let's say you go out on vacation and all the time elapses out, well, all you have to do is unscrew the crown, give it a good wind, don't overwind it, put it back in, and then as long as you have that wrist on your watch, that watch on your wrist, yeah, get it correct. Don't put a wrist on your watch. Only put a watch on your wrist, because the other way, it ain't gonna work and it's painful. But what was I saying? If you have it on your wrist, it'll stay wound the whole time. Now, again, beautiful gold tone links on this one. You've got a matte finish on the link as well as a polished center link. And boy, does that elevate the look of the whole timepiece. Now, you have complications. You have your date right there at the 3 o'clock window, and it's handy. Set it once a month. Stay on top of it that day. It'll be on time and the correct date for the rest of the month. Then you've got, again, the bracelet is 8 1/4 inches. I would say that would fit up to just shy of an 8-inch wrist. The clasp is that classic deployant on the back we talked about with the micro adjustments if you need them. Take out links evenly from both sides if you need to remove one or more. And then, of course, comes in an Invicta watch box. And every Invicta watch comes with a 3-year warranty, minimum. That's right, it's automatic. It's all right there for you. All you have to do is hang on to your receipt. So there you see it. It's in that limited edition Invicta box. And Kermit, again, he started in 1955. And a lot of rumors as to how Kermit got its name. Jim Henson might have named it after a childhood friend, Kermit Scott. Or he might have been inspired by Kermit Love, a designer and constructor working on The Muppet Show. So with Jim Henson's passing, we probably will never know for sure. So just a little bit of research for those of you who are into Kermit the Frog. Now, we're moving on. Spider-Man. Okay. Where does that take you? In my mind, it is after-school television, Saturday mornings, Sunday, no cartoons, unfortunately, back in the day when I was a kid. Did they have cartoons, Jamie, when you were on Sunday?
Oh, not on
No, just church.
Yeah.
Just church. Any kind of church. Just church. Oh, and roller derby.
Roller derby, yes. And
Imagine the juxtaposition of church and women and men roller skating around trying to hurt each other, if not kill each other. That's all we saw on a Sunday morning. So back to Saturday and after school for Spider-Man. I mean, how cool was that? I mean, always up to good. This is a Spider-Man watch that has only 3,000 existing. 3,000 existing. And boy, is that a striking look. You have got black IP plating. You have got the furnace blue IP plating, excuse me. And then you have either red chrome or you've got red matte on that beautiful cabling. But there are only 3,000 of these to go around. And it's a really big feat, I would say, for Invicta to be a licensed watch maker for Marvel. And I would say it's lucky that Marvel is working with Invicta because they are the fastest growing watch company in America here and soon to be around the world. This is a Quartz Chronograph. So this one, again, is battery operated on the inside, comes with the battery. All you have to do is throw it on your wrist and you are good to go. Oh, and what I meant to mention too is the Marvel logo is right there on the back of the watch, and that is big for Spider-Man collectors or anybody collecting comic book hero memorabilia and official merchandise. You got a flame fusion crystal on the front, so nice resistance from scratching. In the subdials, again, you operate the subdials, you start the stopwatch with this, and you stop it and reset it with the one down at the bottom. But at the 3 o'clock, you have your 24-hour complication. At the 6 o'clock, you have your perpetual seconds. And at the 9 o'clock, you have your 60-minute chronograph. The bracelet itself is 9 1/4 inches. That will fit up to I would say probably an 8 3/4 inch wrist. So that'll fit a rather large arm. And if you need to have links taken out again, just remove them evenly, or have a jeweler remove them evenly, so that way it's nice and balanced on the back with that fold-over classic diver's clasp. Comes in the Invicta watch box. And who on your list for Christmas or a big birthday, because right now you're saving 67% if you grab it while we have it during this very short window of time. And remember, all it takes is one value payment to bring it home. Now, your value payments for the special Spider-Man watch are $21.67. So one payment due today. You don't make another payment until you've already received this watch, decided you're going to keep it, and your next payment isn't due for 30 days. So all interest-free payments, and remember, we take all the majors: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, and we also have that Shop HQ card. No annual fee, and you can use it with value pay to purchase your items here. All right, our last one, I promised you a big diamond finish. Well, here you have it. You've got the double row of diamonds going all the way around the bezel. Now, this is a Star Wars watch. It's 47 millimeters. It's a Pro Diver limited edition Swiss automatic diamond watch. So there's a lot of reasons why a lot of people are not going to be able to have their hands on this, or I should say have this on their wrist. But tonight, maybe you can. If you look at your screen, tonight you get to save 86% off. Because what you're looking right here in the Boba Fett is a almost $3,700 watch. Why is it up there in that stratosphere? Well, it has everything to do with 75 points of diamonds. That's a lot of diamond carat weight. Most people will have an accent, maybe on an hour marker. You can brag about the 3/4 of a carat going all the way around. And I love that they placed them on the bezel. That is probably the easiest place for you to see the diamonds if they were placed anywhere. But Boba Fett, the bounty hunter, the antagonist in many episodes of the Star Wars franchise, he, again, had such an amazing cult following because of the mystery and intrigue around that character. Now, I was chatting with our producer and director, Jamie, a little bit earlier. Don't know if they are going to have Boba Fett featured like they were planning in the future. I thought there might be a whole series around him. Unsure. Got to check your news for that. But back to the watch. Flame Fusion Crystal. You've got a 47 millimeter case size. I'm going to throw it on my wrist so you're going to see it's perfect for men and women alike. And it's got a really cool clasp on the back. And aside from the diamonds, I got to tell you, what is really awesome about this is the green plating mixed with the plum burgundy plating on that bezel and also throughout that inner Colosseum style inner ring on the dial. So here we have, it is at the complications, you've got, at the 12 o'clock, you got your 30-minute complication. At 3 o'clock, you have your date window. Got a lot of requests for more and more date windows. At 6 o'clock, we have the 12-hour complication, and at 9 o'clock, you have your perpetual seconds. So it's nice and balanced on the wrist. I will say it's got a lot of heft to it. It's 47 millimeters in the dial, but then it's 27 millimeters off the wrist. So, or 22 millimeters, I should say, off the wrist. Here it is from the back. And again, you've got all kinds of Star Wars Invicta detailing. It's so hard to see on this. Maybe we can go from the side. Because this one too is an automatic. So this is one you wind it once, then you put it on your wrist, and it stays wound until you take it off. And it's just the movement, whether you're moving around the house, you're wearing it to work. My goodness, it's a little too heavy to run with on your arm, but if you wanted to, running would make it wind all the faster, I guess. 8.5-inch bracelet, 24 millimeters on the width. And as you can see, you get it in that beautiful Star Wars limited edition box. Again, all the logos, all the details are there. So there's a lot to explore on these watches. And remember, it's nearly $3,700 in value, and today we have it for under $5. So with value pays, we're talking $83.33 to have this on your wrist, to have the cult favorite, Boba Fett, from a movie franchise that I think they call it, is it Star Wars?
Yes.
Yes, I think they call it Star Wars. I think I've heard of them before, and maybe you have too. So 86% off, diamond watch. I don't know when the last time I was able to offer a $3,700 watch at that price, but today you can. And your item number for this one is 656015. I tell you, a standout watch, 3/4 of a carat of diamonds, bragging rights, and the beautiful IP plating on this is truly one of a kind. It's a little bit of a British racing green with a little bit of that plum burgundy. So official colors, official watch, official box, warranty that is automatic, and last but not least, can we go in close? Because a diamond watch of this caliber definitely deserves an extra fancy clasp. So here's where we'll end it.
There you go.
Instead of the classic fold over, you have the dual deployant that you just press and it opens up and is very easy on the wrist and very easy off the wrist. They even plated the deployant as well. So top to bottom, you can see why Invicta is our #1 brand, and we really appreciate everybody who tuned in. Let's see, Michael, watch rule. I don't know what that means, Mike. Let me know, write me back. Will there be a kitchen show? We will have more kitchen shows going forward, just not today. Let's see. I love the Invicta shows, and only wear Invicta watches now. I have 2 pink porcelain and 2 with mother of pearl. So Edie, thank you for that. And thanks everybody for watching. These shows are fun. And a great way for you to ask questions, or in this case, let us know, no more watches, bring on the fashion. But you know, this is all good information and we report all of it up to management. So hopefully more clothing for you. And thanks again to all the Invicta watchers, especially if somebody who bought something brand new today. All right, have a great evening. We'll see you soon.